I developed the Adopt a Senior program. It was actually accidental. I had been out to see a new client and they had called ahead, and I knew it was going into a weekend and they didn't have a lot of food. So I called over to the seniors center on Brunswick, which is our kitchen, and it was sort of after hours, but I just said, hey, like, I've got this couple, do you have anything I could take them? And he prepared me a couple meals and some extras in there for them because he knew they were going into the weekend. And when I went there, their house was bare, their cupboards were bare, their counters were bare, John. Like, it was, I've never seen anything like it. And so I walked in, and I always, like, I usually will kind of go down on the floor or whatever, leave them sitting and just try to make them feel as comfortable as possible. But when I started to open up the food, there's just this, like, a smaller container of soup. And I asked the husband, I said, would you like me to open this for you? Because I could tell he would have had issues trying to even open the container. And he said yes, and I opened it, and John, he just grabbed it with both hands and just drank it right back.
Yeah.
Just drank it, no spoon, no nothing, just like that. And his wife just wept in the chair. Like, we were sitting kind of like this, and she wept in the chair across from him. And I hugged her, and I told her it was going to be okay, and that we were going to look after her, and it was, you know, she didn't have to be sad anymore. And she wept the whole time I was there. I could make out thank yous, and she just couldn't believe it. So I went home, and, like, actually, when I got out to my car, I couldn't even drive away right away. My legs were just, I was just shaking. And I got home, and I felt very frustrated with that. Like, how can that even be a possibility for a senior, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And so I put a post on Facebook, just my personal page, just saying, you know, please don't ignore me. Like, we're all going to be here someday. Like, all my friends that are my age, don't just go, Nicole's posting another thing about seniors. Like, please listen. Yeah. And we're all going to be there one day. But how is this right? A little tiny bowl of Cheerios they had that day. Yeah. And that was going to feed the two of them for the day. Yeah. They had nothing else left in their house.
No.
And so I had a friend reach out that works at Northern Health. And she says, like, oh my gosh, what can we do to help? Like, I need to do an employee challenge where I work. What can I do? And it just took off from there. Old coworkers from the industrial area, friends, family, they just started reaching out. So I took the cost of a month of meals, and I said, like, if you're willing to pay for a month of meals, like, we can do it like an adopt a grandparent or an adopt a senior. Yeah. And that's how that took off. Yeah. And it spread like wildfire. It was over Facebook, and we got a great amount of funding to start us off. But there's such a need out there. Yeah. It blew my mind away. And so, you know, we were able to feed that lovely couple until the day they both passed away. And to me, we did something good there, right? It's sad that they're no longer with us. Yeah. But I'll never get her crying out of my mind. I'll never unsee that, and seeing someone so hungry. Yeah. And it broke my heart.